everybody, it's Wallace Whispers ASMR and I am back with another video for you today, and I thought we could get nice and cozy and do a little sound assortment. I have a new secret purchase with me, and I also have some of my favourite books that I would like to read some excerpts from to hopefully help you sleep and relax or even study if that's what you use ASMR for. So make sure to subscribe for upcoming content, and we are going to get right into things. Not binaural today because I'm still working on a setup, so it is just going to be mono. But hopefully you can still get those tingles that we all want. Here is the surprise purchase. Let me get a thumbnail. Perfect. This is a Scrub Daddy, for those of you who don't know. And when I picked it up, I thought that it would make some really nice sounds. As you can see, it is double textured, so this side is more foamy, if you can hear that, and this side is more brittle. You can even get some scratching sounds on it. Which I think would sound really nice for an ASMR video. I think it's just a habit for me to move side to side, even though this isn't a binaural video. I'm going to keep that habit because binaural videos will be coming back, I promise. Let's see what the other side sounds like. Make sure you let me know in the comments which side is your favourite on the Scrub Daddy, and if it gets a good response, I will make more videos with it. Nice. So here is the foam side. All the scratching. It's not my favourite. Here's the coarse side. Need to be gentle with this side, but definitely more coarse and takes a little bit more care to not get it clipping. Not bad. Let's go for some rhythms, a little classic setting and breaking the pattern, which I will be doing a video on in the future. So, in true drummer style, let's set a nice pattern. We'll go coarse side first. Laffy Taffy for introducing that idea into the ASMR world. I believe he was the first to introduce it, so big ups to Laffy Taffy, of course. Let's try one on the soft side now. Let's see what sound we can come up with. Alright. Little 6/8 pattern. When will it break? I don't know. You don't know. No one knows. Oh, this side makes some really nice tapping sounds. Yeah, listen to that. Full breaking and setting the pattern video is going to be coming up, so make sure you subscribe for that. Going to move on and read some excerpts from two of my favourite books, one I'm currently reading again and one I have already read. We are going to read from The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle and a book that's previously been on the channel, Embracing Uncertainty by Susan Jeffers. So, this book is all about kind of not really worrying about things and following your tuition, if you want to call it that. So, I'm going to open it at a random page, find the nearest start of the segment, and we're going to read from there. And who knows, maybe this is the information you or I need to hear. Nice. Okay, here we go. One more page over. It is the start of the chapter. I'll read a page to you. Freedom is like a gem which shines with equal brilliance in all surroundings. It gleams as well in mud as on velvet. And that is a quote from the great Alan Watts. To me, a sense of freedom comes from the ability to live in the higher self, no matter what is happening in your life. That's right, no matter what is happening. In the last chapter, I talked about embracing the learning instead of drowning in the negativity of any given situation. Here, I'm going to turn up the volume and show you how some who have experienced the very worst life has to offer have made something profoundly uplifting and enriching out of it all. They had the choice of seeing themselves as a victim or seeing themselves as a winner of valuable life experiences. They chose the latter, and the result is a magnificent lesson for all of us. And that lesson is, if they can learn to grow from the worst that life has to offer, we can learn and grow from anything that life offers us. And I'm going to say that part again. I like that. If they can learn and grow from the worst that life has to offer, we can learn and grow from anything that life offers us. I'm not going to read the entire chapter, but it goes on to talk about, let's make sure I get this correct. It goes on to talk about Viktor Frankl, who was in a concentration camp during World War II, and it talks about his outlook and attitude throughout the thing. He is the only person in his family that survived, and the rest of this chapter talks about how he put positive spins on things in even the most dire of circumstances. So if you want to actually hear that chapter read out, please leave a comment and let me know. Finally, I'm going to read from The Power of Now, which is over here. The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. This book changed my life. This book isn't meant to be read front to back, so you can just jump in and out of any chapter. Let's stop here. Okay. Okay, we'll go for this. I was going to change the page, but maybe this page is our page for a reason. Look beyond the words. I don't like the word sin. It implies that I am being judged and found guilty. I can understand that. Over the centuries, many erroneous views and interpretations have accumulated around words such as sin due to ignorance, misunderstanding, or a desire to control, but they contain an essential core of truth. If you are unable to look beyond such interpretations and so cannot recognize the reality to which the word points, then don't use it. Don't get stuck on a level of words. A word is no more than a means to an end. It's an abstraction. Not unlike a signpost, it points beyond itself. The word honey isn't honey. You can study and talk about honey for as long as you like, but you won't really know it until you taste it. After you have tasted it, the word becomes less important to you. You won't be attached to it anymore. Similarly, you can talk or think about God continuously for the rest of your life, but does that mean you know or have even glimpsed the reality to which the word points? It really is no more than an obsessive attachment to a signpost, a mental idol. Fantastic little excerpt there. That book isn't a religious book, believe it or not. It does seem that from that little excerpt, but it mainly talks about how to be present and how to live in the now, because this little sliver of time is all that we ever really have, which can be frightening, but it can also be quite a special thought, and it makes you appreciate all the little moments in life. So that's this evening's video, ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls, and everyone in between. I hope you enjoyed it, and I remember my sign off that I used to do. I hope you have a good